Hello and welcome to the third episode of Budget Bites. I'm going to be the host, and with me I have two winners. We have
Erica
who?
Khan.
Erica Khan. And we have
Irakli. I'm from Georgia, the country.
Nice.
Yep.
And Erica, what about you?
Well, I'm from the US, but I'm also half Guatemalan.
Our special guest today is
Ryanne, and I'm from an island in the Caribbean next to Venezuela. It's called Curaçao. So we're going to be making what we call Repa di Pampuna, which is literally a pumpkin pancake if we translate it. For that, we will be needing pumpkin puree. We pureed this today. You can also just buy it in a can. We're going to be needing sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla essence, flour, baking powder, eggs, butter, and then whole milk. So basically the usual things you need for a pancake.
beautiful.
And these things you don't really, usually for pancakes you don't really use measurements. But we're just gonna do it because we want to make it as authentic as possible. But usually you can just throw these things together, and as long as the consistency is the same thing, you should be fine. Because that's what we usually work with, consistencies. Perfect.
So when would you normally actually eat this?
We have a huge sweet tooth. Like we love sweets, so we would eat it any given moment that we have a chance. We will probably be eating this. They sell it everywhere, and basically all grandmas have their own twist that they bring to the recipe. So
what does your grandma add to it?
my grandma likes alcohol. So she adds raisins soaked in alcohol, or like any other dried fruit soaked in alcohol. And it's usually brown rum, because we make our own rums, so we usually use that.
So, tell me a bit more about your culture, Ryanne. Just in general about food and like how important is food in your culture?
Honestly, food is life.
What about you? Do you love food?
Yeah, I love food.
Yeah.
I'm not that good at cooking. Like, I don't know how to cook that many things, but I get by, you know.
Like what? Okay, so if given what you make in the US itself, like what do you think you can make here in Middleburg? Because the products vary, and do you actually make things, or do you just adapt yourself here in Middleburg?
Well, in the US, people really eat fast food a lot, so I've learned how to cook more here.
Okay, so do both your cultures, or all of us, do we all have food as a main step, or main how do you call it? Is food important in everyone's culture here?
Georgia has a rich tradition of food, like with meat especially, and it's really delicious. And tourists when coming to Georgia always say that they love Georgian food. I started preparing here in Middleburg. I haven't prepared food in my life before that, because always my mom or my sister prepared food for me, so it's kind of a new thing for me.
Is that normal or usual that the
It's not normal not to be preparing food for like 22 years.
So there's not like a sort of like a
I'm getting
family
used to
that-
an independent life.
Okay, very good.
Yep.
So what is a typical dish?
Fried potatoes with a plum sauce.
Oh, that sounds really
Yeah.
good.
Genuinely love fish, and we just love food itself, and it just brings people together. I mean, you can have, in any social situation, you always have food, and you always make extra of food given that someone might come, or even if no one comes, you always have food.
Do you guys have like a very strong family bonding when it comes to food, or is it just everyone does their own things, you eat and go your separate ways?
We don't really eat together as a family, really, but we like during holidays we have huge like feasts.
Around food.
We always try to have family dinner once in a week, but because of the jobs, it's not really easy to do. But when we have one, we try to like cook traditional Georgian dishes. For example, like Puree, which is a pizza-like thing, like with cheese. and it's like a national food of Georgia.
Oh, I forgot to mention, if you don't find pumpkin puree, which you won't find probably, you can just get pumpkin, and then we boiled it with some salt and some cinnamon. If you want to know how to cut the pumpkin or what to boil, whatever, you can look at our first episode where we also made pumpkin soup. So it's sort of a similar thing, but obviously you just stop at where the pumpkin is pureed and you don't add the rest. And then you have this.
This is actually quite, yeah, it smells good.
So this is what the batter became now. As you see, it's thick, because this is going to be a thick pancake. And right now it just has to sit for 15 minutes so that it can rise, so that the baking powder, so it gets activated. And then when it gets fried, you can have a nice fluffy pancake.
Okay, so we're back. It's been 15 minutes. And I just thought it would be interesting and like relevant for people to know why we decided to make a pancake instead of the usual dinner dishes. One of the reasons is, well, we're in the Netherlands and people love pancakes here, so why not make pancakes with a twang, hence the pumpkin. Another reason would be that, well, we decided to make a dessert dish, or well, a dish that you normally don't have for dinner. So I think it's nice, I think it's interesting. I hope you guys find that interesting too. So Ryanne, tell us what we have to do now.
Okay, so now we'll be frying the pancakes. What we use is Zeta Dushi, or it means sweet oil. And what we usually use is vegetable oil or sunflower oil in order to fry the pancakes. And then what we're going to let our two guests do is just fill about half of the spatula soup spoon thing and put it in the pan and then fry it. So you guys can do that. And you're gonna put the fire about medium-high fire. So
Medium-high fire.
Yeah, so it cooks inside, but it doesn't burn, but still it has like a nice crispy bottom or top, because you're gonna flip it. You can always look on the sides that it gets a bit brown, and then the bubbles, sort of, a lot of bubbles come, that means that it's dried on the bottom, and then you can flip it, but the sides also get a bit drier. But it's just the bubbles. It's basically like an American pancake. That's the reaction of the baking powder together with the heat that sort of creates this chemistry. Beauty.
Wow.
Okay, so we're making pancakes. Does that remind you guys of a childhood memory?
Not much.
Oh, it's perfect.
It's beautiful. So cute.
My dad used to make pancakes like in the mornings when he wanted us to clean the house.
Wow.
Oh, he would like blast like cumbia or merengue, yeah,
And then
Awesome.
and then make pancakes, yeah.
Yeah, for us, usually when we're cooking, what we do is we always have music also. So it's always music, and there's a lot of like, it's always very loud and a lot of, I don't know, I call it passion and warmth. I don't know what to call it.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Like,
so
homey
we're-
feeling.
Yeah,
It's a
but you
very
shouldn't forget
homey-
about the dish itself.
Oh no, we
Oh,
never
okay.
do. We
Yeah.
never do. The food is the most important thing ever in life. We love food.
That's nice.
Is there like a distinction between the tasks that a woman has or the tasks that a man has? Is a bit of a patriarchal?
Not much. It used to be during the Soviet era, especially.
Okay.
But like during the past 20 years, many things changed.
Ours is matriarchal, like very, very matriarchal.
What do you mean by that?
The women are the ones that make the decisions. The mothers always are the ones that have to say, they do. It's okay. It's okay. They all go in the same place, so it doesn't matter. So it's very matriarchal, and they make the decisions, and it's always that the women have the say of everything. But that's usually because it's very normal in the culture for example, the fathers not to be present in the life of the children. So then the women automatically sort of become mom and dad at the same time. And even when the fathers are present, it's sort of like they have this automatic thing embedded in them to sort of be the authoritative figure.
So basically, they wear the pants.
Well,
The family.
they wear everything, yeah.
Okay, so how many pancakes can we make from how much we made?
Depends how big we make the pancakes.
Give an estimate.
An estimate, if we make them the same size, approximately 18.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And how many children would your grandma have to feed?
My grandma has 10 grandchildren. She's very proud of every single one of them. But my grandma's a very funny woman. Her favorites and who her grandchild is favorite, it always changes depending on what she wants from you or what she needs from you. So it's a very cute woman. I love her.
Yeah, I met your grandma. She's a grandma.
Yeah. So if it's your birthday, I would be aware of my grandma because then she'll kiss you on the mouth intentionally.
What about yeah? Let's start with you, Erica. What do you miss? Or what's the most
I think it's okay.
yeah, most important thing that you miss from back home?
Back home. Probably my dogs, I guess. I mean, we don't really have any food that I'm like really craving right now because it's all like preservatives and chemicals. And, like it's good, but it's really bad for you.
Yeah, I understand.
Really, yeah. Like everything has like 3 times more calories than it does here. Just the regular stuff.
Oh yeah, no, we intentionally cook with 3 times more calories because that's how you get round and delicious.
Yeah, there's actually like this thing in my culture. When you get married, the man has to gain weight and like get a stomach, and that's how you know that the woman fed the wife, the husband. Sorry. And yeah, if so, in my case, when my parents married and my dad gained a lot of weight, my grandma was like, "Oh my gosh, Mama Anna," my mom, Mama Anna, "Oh, you've done so well. You've taken care of my son." Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. What about your culture?
Culture again?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. What about your
What I miss?
What do you miss?
I miss my dog the most.
Is there anything here in Middelburg that you guys feel sort of gives you this sense of home? Like sort of similarities to home?
Nice people who are always smiling to you wherever you meet them, and who are always ready to help you, even
Yeah.
if you don't speak Dutch.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful. So we're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
So these are the pancakes that we made. They're called Repa di Pampuna. You can enjoy them just like this, or like how we're gonna eat it. We're gonna eat it with vanilla ice cream and some syrup, which we call stropi. So I hope you guys enjoy it when you try this recipe at home, and just think about our fun conversations that we had here. Okay.
Okay, I would like to thank first of all Ryanne for making food for us. And for everyone watching, please look or like prepare yourself for the next episode, which is on the 7th of November. Brace yourselves. Thank you.
And don't forget that if you want to sign up, if you want to be part of the shows and enjoy some delicious food from wherever we will choose to do it this time, just send an email to cookingsociety@ucr.nl or just sign up through Facebook. Or you can just
talk to one of
us. And the other one is Ilir. He's a bit like a skinny weirdo, okay? You can always just contact one of us or just approach one of us and to sign up.